Hey folks, my guest today is Dr. Uwe Abraham. He came to America with only $100 in a suitcase of clothes. With over 20 years as a creator, he was frustrated with the complexity and the time required to simply create and sell online. He is looking to fix that with Vonza. Follow along at vonza.com. Dr. Uwe, you ready to take us to the top?
Hey, Nathan, I'm so glad to be here, man. I've been looking forward to being on this show for a long time.
Oh, are you a big listener?
I am. I binge watch on the show. In fact, my wife knows your voice, So when I told her I was coming, she was like, yay. Then when I came to New York, I was at the Founders Summit, which was the best SaaS Founders event I've ever been to. I text my wife that this is the greatest event I've ever been. She's like, did you tell Nathan I said hi? I said, yeah, I told you hi. So my wife said hi, So I binge watch on the show, man. And thank you for all you do for the culture,
You bet. Well, I hope you enjoyed meeting everyone at FounderConf. I know you got some one-on-one time with Henry Schuck, the CEO of ZoomInfo in the VIP room. I hope that was valuable, but I'm looking forward to focusing on you today, okay?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So Vonza, what are people paying you for?
So what Vonza does is that we make it easy for creators to create and sell online courses, memberships, products, and pretty much run their entire business in one place. So before Vonza, I, as a creator, somebody like you too, we need like 12 plus tools to do what Vonza does for them. So you need one platform for your courses, another one for membership, another one for scheduling, another one for payments, and it's just all over the place. It's a very stressful experience for creators and just people just started out in business. So what we did was that we built a really good, easy, and simple all-in-one platform that helps anybody with a knowledge, a content, or something to offer online to easily grow their business online, monetize it, and also to serve their customers.
I love that. Okay, and how many paying customers do you have today?
So right now we have about 5,000 customers that have paid us. We did our one-time specials, and also we have about 20-something thousand dollars in MRR right now. But we have over 5,000 that have signed up for our platform, and over 2,000 that paid us for one-time special that we offered at certain times.
How many are paying a monthly recurring fee?
So right now, about 100 and something, that puts us at about 20-something thousand a month in MRR.
Okay, got it. So about 100 customers pay $200 a month, something like that?
Some more, some less. Yeah, over 100, probably close to 150.
Okay, 150. Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, well, this is great. So how are you converting people that are free, 5,000 of them, to a paid plan?
So right now, we really have just been really focused on really the product, because starting a SaaS company and being bootstrapped is a full-time work, So we really have not spent a lot of time trying to monetize those freeloaders, so to speak, on the platform. But right now, we're looking at, raising some funds and also to, building a good marketing team and onboarding team and help those who are just kind of stuck on the free plan to become paying customers.
How much are you looking to raise right now?
Right now, we're trying to raise $5 million.
At what valuation?
Probably at 40.
40 million pre-money or post? Pre-money. Okay, interesting. And how's it going?
We're just in the beginning process of doing that, in the midst of talking to different investors right now. So I'm hoping that in the next 2 or 3 months, we should be able to close with the right partner.
And you're bootstrapped to this point, or have you raised already?
We are bootstrapped to this point.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free, by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right. So the teal is what a VC would pay. Yellow is what private equity. And red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise. They sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview. So Dr. Uy, you got $20,000 a month in revenue. Why go give up a bunch of equity? Why go do a raise? Why not just keep building and using profits from customers?
Yeah, part of the reason is because our competitors, they've raised a ton of money.
Name a few.
Kajabi, they just raised $550 million last year. Teachable just sold Thinkific, the public now, they raised like 300 and something million last year. So a little pressure on us and to kind of get a little funded so we can grow a little faster, hire more team, because we've grown all this while with just word of mouth, virtually spending zero on marketing. So we feel like if we have a little bit more fun to put into marketing, it will help us to tell our story faster and help us to serve our customers better.
And if you're doing $20,000 a month today in revenue, where were you exactly a year ago?
Probably about 15.
15. Okay, so that's not a lot of growth. It's going to be hard to get a 40 million valuation when you only added 5K in new MRR the past 12 months.
Yeah, but you see too, it's not just only we're doing a lot more than 20 something thousand, right? Because we also do consulting and done for you services, which is not included. But at least last year we generated over 300, close to $400,000 from our subscription plus done for you services and consulting services as well. So a year before that was about 200,000 in kind of that money we brought in. So you look at it that way, you see that there's a lot of growth, but also to considering that we've really just, been focused on the product and not spend a lot of money on marketing. Then also another reason we're looking at our valuation as that is the size of the market. The market is so huge, right? So we're not seeing it just as only what we're doing right now, but we're seeing, hey, in 2-3 years from now, could we be that $40 million company? Could we be that $50 million company, right? So that's kind of how we're also looking at our valuation. And
Dr. Uy, how many on the team today?
So we have about 24, 25 people.
Where are they all based?
Our tech team is based in Pakistan, India, Malaysia, but our support team is based in the USA. So we are in about 5 continents: Pakistan, Malaysia, United Kingdom, Belgium, all over the place.
And what is that like? I mean, is your engineering centralized in any of one of those locations?
In Pakistan.
How did you find the team in Pakistan? Like, what's their website?
So the first place I went was Upwork. So our CTO is also a partner with me. I found him at Upwork, and he was the one that pretty much just helped to recruit and build the technical team.
How much equity did you give him?
I don't want to really share that right now.
Was it more or less than 30%?
Definitely, it's less than that because him, my wife, and our chief engineer will have equity. They're also leaving like a 10% pool for future employees.
Mm-hmm. So do all 25 employees today have at least some equity?
No, just right now, just the co-founders for right now.
I see. Okay, so looking at raising capital, $20,000 a month in revenue, that's pure SaaS.
There's 20,000 plus, yeah.
Sorry?
20,000 plus, yeah.
Yeah, but just SaaS revenue, 20,000.
Yeah, they're
How
about.
much will you do this year if you add up all of your revenue altogether?
We're probably going to get to about 40,000 this year or more in just MRR. But our goal this year is to get to $1 million in ARR this year, right?
But when you say AR, you mean total sales, consulting
No,
done.
no, just subscriptions, just in subscriptions. Yeah, because that's really what investors care about, you know.
How are you
But
going to grow fast? I mean, you only added 5,000 in MR the past 12 months. What makes you think you can add 50,000 in the next 6 months?
yeah, because our product is a lot better now than it was a year ago. And also too, we build a lot more brand equity. We get a lot more signups than before. We get more conversions than before. And also too, we're working on getting somebody to really spread the marketing because we've really not done any marketing since. So we believe that's going to really help us to grow faster. They've also been looking at some partnerships and stuff. So we are really just, planning to get to that 1 million ARR this year.
I see. Okay. And of the 25, how many on your team? How many are engineers?
Pure engineers, probably about 8.
Pakistan, right? 8 in Pakistan.
Yeah, yeah, mostly.
And so what do you pay per month to your engineering team altogether?
I don't want to disclose that right now because I'm going to put in their information right there, but it's pretty decent.
Are you profitable today or no?
We are profitable.
Okay. And did you put any of your own money in the business?
Yeah, I put a lot of my money into the business.
How much?
A lot.
I don't know what a lot. Are we talking like 10,000 or a million?
A little bit under in 2 years. We've been building now for 2 years, a little bit under, but close to, yeah.
Okay. You've put in a little under than $1 million.
Yeah, but I also got to investments too from friends, that put in a couple of money in initially to that also help us as well. But we primarily just grew it from the consulting fund the business from our consulting and done for you services.
Yeah, that
That's
makes a
the
lot.
primary way. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Very cool, Dr. Uwe. Okay. So you're building. Talk to me quickly about product before we wrap up. What's next on the product roadmap?
So right now, we're just trying to go deeper and making our product a little bit better and stronger, but we are trying to add some more features like SMS and CRM, which we believe would be a good game changer because a lot of our creators that use the platform are also coaches as well. A lot of coaches, they need more than just a scheduling tool. They need to be able to map out their put their customers, their clients in a funnel system and help them to get results faster. Mm-hmm. So those are the features that we are planning to bring up soon. But the primary thing we really focus right now is that we really have a really, really good product and we're just trying to build that go-to-market engine to help take this product to a lot of people. Because a lot of creators don't know that now it's easy to get one good tool to run your business instead of 12. So they're still using 12 tools because they just don't know that Vonza is around. So we believe as we tell this message and help creators to see and use Vonza, they're going to really love it.
Well, Dr. Uwe, I love the story. On that note, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, favorite business book?
I would say Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
I would say Zeb Evans of ClickUp.
Yep. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building the business?
I'll say ClickUp because we use it every day.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Average 5.
And what's your situation, Dr. Uwe? Married, single, kids? You mentioned your wife earlier.
Married.
Any kids?
3 children.
3.
Kids. Yeah.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 40.
40 years old. Last question. Something you wish you knew when you were 20.
To be, okay, I would say to be more courageous. Right, because in my 20s, I was a little bit more concerned about what people would think and all of that stuff. So I'm now just more confident in following my dreams. Because another thing that is so interesting, Nathan, before you go, when we started building this all-in-one platform 2 years ago, a couple of people that were telling us in these big names that just focus on one tool, But in the last 2 years, you see now many software companies now don't just offer just one product. Many software companies now are not trying to be like 2, 3, 4 products, So we feel like we're kind of a pioneer because in 2018, we started thinking about a really good all-in-one tool. And now we see a lot of people are trying to catch up with. You can't just offer just one product these days. I said, if you're really, really good at it, you need to help your customers to use less tools. It's a better experience for them.
Guys, Dr. Uwe, he's funding his business from agency work, but he's slowly growing that SaaS revenue, now doing $20,000 a month in revenue, competing with like Kajabi, Thinkific, Teachable, helping course creators run their businesses online. He's got 150 paying customers, paying about 150, 130 bucks a month. He is profitable today. They're looking at raising 5 million at a 40 million valuation in the next 6 months. We'll see how that goes. Team of 25 today with 8 engineers. All right, Dr. Uwe, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you so much, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.